Welcome to Elks 101. Another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Breaking touchdown Edmonton! Fajardo! Dunbar! Back on top go the Elks!
Okay, welcome in Elks Central. Declan, Eddie, and Rick. April 4th, kind of a different Elks Central today. Normally we do this one as a player interview. Obviously, this being Easter weekend, a little tougher to get someone. So I think this is probably going to be kind of a more Elks 101-esque type of episode. Maybe Monday we do an interview, Friday we double up with it, something like that. We'll see what happens. But we're going to hang out, chat, talk some Elks. There are some things I want to bring to these guys that I didn't prep them on, but I am going to have them break down and kind of grade the past 5 head coaches, starting quarterbacks, and GMs of the Elks.
Like
so I'm looking forward to what they say with that one.
This.
We got some news around the CFL, of course. Easter weekend, Final Four. Jalen Hurts being exposed for the fraud he is. Love to see that. And new member of the Elks coaching staff, and Ray Campbell. But before we get to all that, how is everyone this long weekend?
It's been a good week. Spring break, if you guys didn't know, for kids.
So was spring break this past week?
Yeah, this past week. Yeah,
Busy week for you then.
I was down in Airdrie. It wasn't that crazy, actually. Down in Airdrie, the grandparents are down there, so we were down there for a week.
Smart.
Spent time with them, me and Steph.
Wife's parents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mother-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah. Got into Calgary for a nice night out. Spent the night downtown. Got a hotel. It was nice.
Calgary, I know we're not like allowed to say it or whatever, but Calgary, I love Calgary as a city.
It's a nice city.
It's clean.
a nice city. It is,
I was
yeah.
born in Calgary. I think I've mentioned that before. Like I think people know that, but it's nice. It's clean.
It is.
It's kind of.
It is.
It's got some good vibes to it.
It does have good vibes. It's but there is still there's that arrogance kind of.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say it's like
Kinda-
Vancouver-esque.
Or even just to relate it up here, it's more kind of Sherwood Park-esque.
Yeah, I like
You know?
that. That's a good one.
There's just that bubble mindset.
Like Vancouver is obviously in a tier of its own. Like I don't even understand it. I'm like, you guys are not LA. You'll never be LA.
Yeah.
Stop pretending to be LA.
Yeah,
But they'll love to
Vancouver's-
tell you they are. Vancouver's a different breed. Like even Toronto. Toronto doesn't have that air.
It
Like
doesn't have it.
because they're
It's
basically
bad.
like we're kind of an American city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And
a
then
little
you
bit.
just Toronto, you get drowned out in it all.
Yes,
There's just
exactly.
So much going on,
Exactly.
right? And it's so spread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's so bad. You been out there much?
Toronto?
Yeah.
Yep. Been out.
Freaking concrete
Good.
jungle, man.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's so vast. It doesn't end.
My sister lives out there now. She's out there working.
Oh yeah,
living
yeah,
her
yeah,
life.
yeah.
She's back this week. I haven't seen her yet, but she's
She's
back
doing
this
big
weekend.
things, isn't she?
Yeah, working in politics. You know, she's like a
What type of capacity?
campaign strategist or something.
What party?
Or like NDP.
Okay.
She's kind of hitched her wagon to the losing train. But credit to her for doing
the
what
bro said it too.
we had a
Is this
real,
on the federal level?
it's on the provincial level. So she works very closely with Merritt Stiles, who's like the provincial leader there. We actually had a long conversation about it not too long ago, because what happened was their second in command jumped ship to Carney's Liberals. And what happened essentially was like Astrid was with that's my sister. She was with Merritt at like 9 a.m. They get a call at like 9:05 or something from this woman. I forget her name, probably should know it, but she like calls them in tears. She's like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm leaving right now." And so they essentially they had to call a caucus meeting at like 10 or something with all the members, with all the MPs, with all the MPPs, I guess. And they basically had an hour's notice before the Liberals federally announced this change. And I it's so funny because when she was telling it, obviously I'm giving a pretty weak overview of it, but I'm when she was telling me on the phone, I knew how crazy it was, because I was like, how you're talking right now is how I try and tell people about the Luka Doncic trade. So I know this is crazy. I'm sorry I can't totally relate, but I know this is
But
a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
And we kind of had a long conversation about it. Do you ever feel like you're exactly what I said? You're hitching your wagon to the losing
Is that
train.
where
but
she
she's-
lines though?
Oh yeah,
So
for sure. Super snowflake. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
she ain't never gonna listen.
No, I'm just kidding. No, and she's like, the one thing about my sister I've always said, she was valedictorian of her university grad class. So she's
school?
like Mount Allison out east.
Yeah.
Which was the #1 undergrad school in the country for a time. I don't know if it still is. But my thing with my sister is I kind of always how when you're a kid, parents tell you you can do anything, you can do whatever you want. But the reality is you can't. So you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you can't. She's the only person I've ever met that's like, you actually probably could do whatever you wanted. So that's kind of how I, describe her to people. just to give context to it. But then it is like the other side of the coin that I've said 3 times now. It's like, you just, like, credit to you, all credit to you. But is there an element of stuck in the mud? Like, I don't know. I'm not really smart enough to be in that world, clearly. Like, I'm a pretty dumb guy, so I'm not gonna. By the way, speaking of that, I listened back to a little bit of the last episode. I don't know what I was on about, just out of nowhere being like, I don't get addicted to gambling. Like, that was the toughest 4-minute listen or whatever it was. I couldn't believe I did that. I
forgot about that until you just said that.
You guys were like just talking, and I was like, I don't get addicted. Like, I don't know what I was on. I felt I was cringing listening to it, and I was like, what was I saying? So my apologies for anyone that had to. If you listen to that and you stuck through with it to hear, bro. Appreciate you guys.
Funny,
yeah,
man. I vaguely remember you going on this tangent about gambling, and then you just doubling down hard, but not me.
Yep.
Not me.
Not you losers. You losers
Love
out there losing your families and stuff, not the Dexter.
Hey, man, before we get into some sports, though, we were chopping it up off air right before I walked in the room. We're talking about pork and bacon, Costco shopping. I'm an executive member, black card.
Not a big deal.
Got to earn it.
Dude, I got a black card story in a second about the gym, but we'll talk about that after.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, fellas, like, it's worth getting the membership. Like, for your meats, your veggies, all that stuff. This is staples. It's so worth it. Your frozen fruits, you eat frozen berry. We eat the same stuff, essentially. Even just bags of rice, pasta, if you throw that in the mix. Like, it's worth having the membership. And we get on this pork tangent. You're not a big pork guy? Like, what about bacon?
Bacon's cool.
Yeah,
bacon's I like ham. I don't, if I'm eating deli meat, I try to stick to turkey. I like ham. I hated ham like growing up, like Christmas, Easter, whatever. Like, I would never have the ham. I'd have the
Maple
turkey,
ham
lamb,
or
whatever it
something.
was. Ham's grown on me a lot. Like, I like ham now. But again, like ham like that, like a smoked honey ham, whatever it is, that's like a once, twice a year thing. 3 times, like whatever, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. So it's not like I'm having it a lot. But like pork tenderloin, like,
Chops.
nah. Yeah, like pork chops. No,
Why?
With the bone in?
schnitzel.
Huh?
No,
Why
like,
though? Why?
I don't know. It's not that I won't eat it. It's not that I like super dislike it or anything. It'll just never be my first choice. If I could have chicken or beef or fish, I'm taking that every time. And bacon, to your point, bacon's obviously dope, but like, what do I bacon once a month maybe? Like, you know what I mean? You can't be putting that back all the time.
That's reality. I'm with you on that.
Pork is very diverse though. As long as you cook it properly, it's all good. Right? You overcook
like
it, then you get
some
it
chops.
dry.
Yeah,
You
it's
get
dry
pork
and
chops that are
chalky.
dry. You get pork lands dry.
No different than
That's no
chicken
good.
breast, though.
I think
Exactly.
there's
Chicken breast is probably one of the wackest meats out there.
really
Coming from a guy who like clearly
a
crushes
lot of chicken. Yeah.
it's the wackest meat out there, man.
I love chicken breast.
Oh, it's
There's nothing there.
plain, it's
Yeah, dude, like,
dry. Give
Chicken
me
thighs all
are
day.
way better.
Chicken thighs
Give
all
me
day
some
long.
ground beef.
Yeah.
Even
It
if
is?
you lean ground
Yeah.
beef where you drain the fat, give me that with just
Yeah.
salt and pepper on it. Like,
Well, real quick, both of you, give me like a top 3, top 4 meats right now.
if we're talking just like no,
I'm
no
saying
pun intended, meathead type meat meal.
you can only
Like
have
meat?
these 4 for the rest
Okay.
of your life.
Uh,
So you
go
obviously
ahead.
you can't
Well,
just do bacon and filet mignon. Like
steak is definitely going to be number 1, I believe. Outside of that, if you can't just go, like, I'm going ham because that's going to cover all my sandwiches. It's going to. So this
You're a
is
sandwich
what
guy,
do we say?
huh?
This is the 4.
yeah.
Okay, so in no particular order, we're going steak, we're going ham. That'll cover my sandwiches. Let's throw some ribs in there.
Really? That's
Yeah, so
crazy.
give me some baby back ribs in there,
They're good, but that's crazy for one of the top 4. I think.
and then
I don't know, 3
chicken
for sure.
thighs.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, what are you rolling
For
with?
sure, top 3 are like lean ground beef.
That yeah.
Like, for sure, because I can do that so many ways. Even like I just said, salt and pepper, just plain.
Mhm.
It's really growing on me,
Yep.
fellas. Like, it's so
Ground
good.
beef's
Throw it
awesome.
in with some scrambled eggs.
It's, man, there's something about food when you kind of starve yourself a little bit and just the pure taste of food, not all sauced up and stuff. The raw, natural taste of food. It's so
Yeah, man.
refreshing. You know what I mean? It really is.
Oh, it's the
It
best.
really is. So yeah, ground beef, chicken thighs, chicken wings. Just give me a pack of raw chicken wings, throw them in the air
Yeah,
fryer.
Best way to do it.
Boy, just plain, and then you can toss them however you want. But golden crispy, let those suckers go,
Yeah.
man. And then lastly, man, probably steak, I guess. But I'd like another white meat, fish, salmon. I
Yeah.
could crush fish like nonstop.
Yeah, like my top 3, super easy, I think. Like, give me chicken breasts, give me salmon, and give me ground beef. The 4th one, I don't know. I might take turkey just because like I love turkey. So, but it's again, it's
Same
a
as
pretty
beef.
rare
I
thing. But
could do it the same way.
Yeah.
But you got to spread that out through all your meals.
Yeah,
I
like
I could with fish. Yeah, salmon.
I eat so
I
much salmon.
could do that. I could do
If
that
you
for
include
sure.
smoked
with those
salmon in
four.
there, yeah, that'll go a long distance.
I
then.
love salmon. I love salmon.
You ever do
fish and
salmon right in the rice cooker?
with the rice?
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's a nice. It's a
that'd be nice.
yeah. No, it's good. Like so,
That'd be nice.
you do some white rice or brown rice. You do a sauce that's 1 tablespoon olive oil, 2 tablespoons oyster sauce. No, 1 tablespoon oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Mix that in. Edamame. I like to do green beans, salmon, all in the rice cooker, and just
Edamame
pops out
instead of
bowl.
green beans, or
No,
edamame
both. Yeah, double up a little. I don't need
Are you
like.
slicing the salmon up, or are you just throwing it in a fillet?
Well, for this one specifically,
Yeah, if you're gonna cook everything in the rice cooker all at the same time.
for this one specifically, I'll get like the frozen fillets and then throw that in there. If I'm getting like a piece
like
from the
that.
grocery store, I'll
like
I'll
that
air
idea.
fry it and add it. But yeah,
You
I'm
guys have an
telling you.
Instapot or anything? You obviously air fryer.
Air fryer, yeah.
Air
No
fryer.
Instapot.
no,
I got one of those suckers.
Yeah.
That's nice.
those are
You do
yeah.
a lot with it. Rice like fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the rice cooker.
I got a
No,
rice. I got a
I
rice.
had
That thing's done in
the
20
rice
minutes.
cooker, but with the
Yeah.
Instapot, you can like do it all.
Rice cooker and the air fryer. Those are the two things. Like if robbers ever break into my house and they're like, we're taking it all.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Essentials.
Please just leave the air fryer and
The
rice
air
cooker.
fryer is like, every day. It's an everyday tool.
Yeah.
Like the way it gets
100%.
chicken, meat, potatoes,
Yeah.
fries, homemade fries, like anything. It's an everyday.
You guys can take this hat I wear every day. Just please leave the rice cooker
Yeah.
and the air fryer.
I just cut your
Yeah.
story off hard. Sorry.
No, it was you went back to. I wanted to. I didn't get the laugh I wanted, so I had to. I had to
I'm
sprinkle
sorry. I
back
cut it
in.
off. I cut it off.
Speaking of just the good natural food, though, someone randomly messaged me about doing a water fast, and I haven't done one in like years. But you talking about like just how good, clean, like it made me think like, yeah, like if you do like a good water fast, water black coffee, and then you come out of that, you eat something really clean, like start with some fruits and move on to like a even something like a quinoa, like clean chicken breast, broccoli, like it.
Natural taste
Yeah.
is it hits. Like,
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah. I feel like you must get to an age too. Like I don't like fast food must just not be appealing anymore.
No. I mean
Sometimes,
like
there's particular ones, right? Like you don't really want to dive in, but if you want a
No.
burger sometimes, you want a burger sometimes, and we don't
Yeah.
have that. We
Yeah.
don't have that middle ground burger joint, right? You don't have that Shake Shack where you can go get one. I suppose you can go to like Five Guys, but if you pick one, you go, it's just a quick little Baconator at a Wendy's or something like that. It hits.
yeah, I don't know. Like there's a time and a place for fast food, not like crushing it like a high school kid,
No,
Yeah.
no.
but like you're right. Like Chick-fil-A, go and get nuggets and some
Yeah.
waffle fries, like type deal. That's what my version of fast food would be. I don't go to Arby's and Burger King.
Yeah.
I'll maybe go to
Burger
A&W here or there.
A&W's good.
Just for the rings, man. Those rings are different.
I like
And
their burgers.
A&W, what separates them, honestly, above all fast food joints, is like the food is kind of more real there, it seems.
Yeah.
And the lettuce
I
wraps
agree.
that they'll provide for your burgers. It's clutch.
All right, I got a quick one for you guys, and we will get to sports soon. Build me a fast food meal. You get a burger, you get a side, you get like a drink / dessert if you want to go milkshake area, and you get a chicken product.
Okay.
4-part meal. I want you guys to throw together the best possible combo real quick.
I'll start.
Yeah.
Well, you guys think? Definitely we'll go with the burger portion will be a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. I'd
You
like
don't
to-
want that to be the chicken product?
Oh, I didn't listen. to
Yeah,
the full
so
question.
you got like a burger, a side.
and a chicken
Yeah, so
product?
burger, chicken product,
Oh,
side, and then like
okay.
drink / dessert.
Okay, so Wendy's spicy chicken's chicken product. Burger will be
Or main, because I guess you could get like
a burger would
Fish
be
fillet.
like a Papa or something from A&W, but on lettuce wrap. Definitely gonna be onion rings. But man, it's hard to pass over McDonald's. Like that's there's something
Yeah.
different about that. Just every
Oh, yeah.
time, just something different. It takes
Yeah.
you back to being a kid. But those rings are nice. And then drink, probably root beer.
Okay.
Because I don't even mess with pop. I'm just
Yeah,
getting
me
water.
neither.
So I'll get
Yeah.
a root beer.
That's the reason I like A&W, because they have diet root beer on
Yeah,
tap.
they do.
Yeah,
The
so
diet.
I'll get that. But yeah, if I do, I'll always get the bottle of water.
Dessert, probably a Blizzard. Gotta be a Blizzard.
All right, facts. That's a good meal.
Extra toppings.
What's the go-to? Oreo?
No, so like I like the seasonals sometimes.
Yeah, like
the fruities and the peach, but I like when it has the cheesecake chunks. But sometimes I'll get like brownie chunks, and I'm fat boy, man.
Yeah,
If you really notice your blizzard next time, just check it. They don't stir it all the way, so the
No,
bottom is
they
always
don't.
just white ice cream.
Yep.
So
McFlurries are worse for that.
they
I
are
think.
the worst. And McFlurries are whack though. They're compared. I don't mess with McFlurries. I don't even. You taste it, and it's just like it's so overly sugary.
Yep.
You know, it's like syrupy. So, but the blizzard, extra toppings, boys. Fat boy, vet boy, move. Do it.
All right.
Do it. And
Okay.
that way the toppings reach the bottom. You'll feel like shit after.
It'll take me like 2 weeks to eat like a
toppings.
large blizzard. It'll
Dude,
take me like 2 weeks.
it's
to
funny
eat.
you say that, Rick.
You know, take you 2 weeks to pay for that.
I'll put that. Oh, they're
expensive now.
I had a
ridiculous.
friend who had 2 large blizzards in a
Ooh.
day, which I think is like I still think about it. Like that's crazy to me.
In a day.
2, yeah. Like had
That's
a
heavy
full
duty.
large blizzard, went back and got another one. Like
heavy
that's
duty.
what's yours, Rick? What's your
I'm gonna hit up a burger from Dairy Queen. I'm getting the sides or the A&W rings. The McDonald's fries are great, but those rings, there's something about them.
They're special.
Chicken, I'm going Popeye's nugs. My pop is an iced tea. That's not a big thing. And if you got a dessert, I'm not a dessert guy, but yeah, there's a blizzard. And it's gonna be an Oreo.
okay?
You like mint Oreo?
Maybe for a scoop or two, but not the duration of a whole one.
Crave.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I was trying to think. Like, I think if I'm really picking it out, maybe I just won the lottery. Like, I got some money to spend now. I think I might have to go like Five Guys burger. It's heavy duty.
That is the expensive one though.
Yeah,
See, and I don't call Five Guys fast food though. Fast food has to have a drive through.
Five Guys, you're like,
I'll take it out.
there's an intentional plan to go to Five Guys.
Yeah.
You're okay. That's fair. Okay, in that case, my burger pretty chalk, but I like the Papa from
Yeah.
double patty.
Yeah,
It's
that's
got
what
some
I'm
crisp
saying.
veg. Like,
Yeah.
I like the bun too. I don't have to ask my parents to take out a second mortgage and loan me some money to pay
it's
for it, which
crazy,
is
some of
huge.
these joints, man.
So yeah, for my burger, I guess I'll do the Papa. For my side, I like the Chick-fil-A waffle fries, especially like they have some good sauce that comes with it, like the Chick-fil-A sauce, Polynesian.
They are nice.
My chicken product, I really am kind of just a bit of a Chick-fil-A apologist, so I might just do like a classic
nothing
chicken
wrong with
sandwich
Nothing
from
wrong with
there.
it.
And then like my drink, like I love a McDonald's milkshake. Like if I'm really trying to pig out, like I'm feeling myself, like maybe I just soccer's over. We lost 5-4. I scored all 4. Maybe I'll get like the strawberry milkshake. You know what I mean? That's one that I really like. Blizzards too are
Man, I used to
clutch,
like McDonald's ice cream, but like I say, it just tastes kind of different.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a me thing.
I kind of like I don't love the McFlurries. Like if someone's giving me a McFlurry or a Blizzard, I'm taking a Blizzard all day, like not even thinking about it.
The OG.
But I do. But the other thing is I don't really get milk. Like I'm not testing milkshakes from everywhere, so
Yeah.
I don't really know
It's true.
if other milkshakes are. I know I like the McDonald's one. I guess I'd probably like the other ones, but
Over under 5 a year,
McDonald's milkshakes.
just milkshakes in general.
Oh, probably. You know what? It's probably a really good line. It's probably either
Like if
4
I
or
think
5
of
or
myself,
6.
like I love milkshakes too, but I'm not.
No, because
I'm
6
not
is
getting them even every 2 or 3 months.
That's what
at
I was-
all,
that's what
at
I'm saying.
all.
6
Maybe like
is-
2 a year tops.
6 is one every 2 months, and there's no way. So probably under.
Yeah,
There's no way
for
I'm
sure
getting a
under.
milkshake once every 2 months.
I don't think I hit one.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll also say this though. I think milkshakes like one of my favorite desserts.
yeah, they're hitting. They're
They're
bomb.
not bad.
Bomb.
Just give me regular ice cream.
All right. Should we
Alrighty.
talk a little Elks?
We digress.
So I pitched this to you guys off the top of the show, and I wanted to get into this. I didn't prep you guys on it because I wanted kind of honest gut initial reactions. I didn't want you to have to think about it too hard, overthink it, or anything like that. But I want to give both of you guys the last 5 head coaches. I'm not going to count Jarius Jackson for that because he was an interim, although you very well could. He went 7-6 in 13 games. Like it's
there was a claim that he should have auditioned.
Yeah,
at least had an
absolutely.
interview, which I don't think he did.
absolutely there is. So we can touch on him after, but I will go back to the past 5. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the quarterbacks and GMs. But like I said, let's start with the head coaches. So we got Coach Killam. First one right here. Pretty small sample size, very recent. I think people are happy with how the organization is trending, so that might bolster it a little bit. But if you had to give, like I said, 1-sentence summary, 2-sentence summary, and a letter grade, where are you guys coming out on Coach Killam so far?
Past 5 head coaches. is.
Yeah. I need to know all 5 names for this.
Oh,
we
I
gotta,
got
we
you,
gotta
I
rank
got you.
them.
Yeah. I'm giving. You guys want all 5 for? I want to go
Can I-
one by.
Yeah, we
one.
want to rank them.
Well, I kind of want to. Well, whatever you guys want to do, you guys decide. I wanted to go one by one. You give them a letter grade, then
Oh, that's fine.
maybe rank them after.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Is-
Coach Killam. I probably get a B right now. I think it's really hard for him to get an A. I do believe he's gonna get a little bit of a boost just because he's on the upswing of the organization. But I like what he does. I like what he did in Calgary, and I like what he's gonna do here. So I'll give him a B.
Is the last coach on the list Gavis?
Yep.
Just testing the old mind. I really kind of want to give Killam a C plus just based off the season, but there was a lot of good momentum around the franchise, the organization, and it goes beyond just the on-field product. I'm thinking more or less just on-field when I say that grade. I'm going to give him a B minus though, because there is a lot of positivity going into next year, but we've spoken about it so many times, guys. We are at a point, this organization is at a point where it's beyond just play. Like you got to get in the playoffs and make noise, right? You can't just have a mediocre season again. You got to win this fan base back, and it's playoffs or bust.
Okay, I like it. C
So B
plus.
minus.
B minus. Okay.
Sorry, I said C plus originally. That's my thought based off the on-field product.
Okay.
But there's more to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, Chris Jones. This is obviously over two
which version?
regimes.
Yeah.
It's combined.
Yeah.
Because his 22 to 2024. Do you guys know what his record was as head coach? 41 games.
41 games, a lot less than 500.
8-33
He was 8-33
over his last 41.
here.
Yep. Now the first regime he was 26-10 with a Grey Cup championship. The last Grey Cup since Machocha in 05.
All right. I'm gonna give him a C. A C. That obviously his first regime, all
Last
good.
Grey Cup.
Yep, all good. All that. There's a whole bunch of good there. I am gonna, because of his last stint here, he probably should be lower, but there is something that was out of his control in terms of firing a bunch of coaches, and they forced him to take on too many hats. So that's out of his control a little bit, which will ease up a little bit. So yeah, I think C minus somewhere in there for him, just because a lot of the negativity wasn't all on him. The organization really let everybody down, and he was one of the ones who was asked to do too much. And when you're asked to do too much, it's not necessarily on you.
Yeah, B minus again, much like Killam, and it would be lower if it wasn't for the Grey Cup. It's only there because of the Grey Cup. That first tenure was nice, but this second go around was really brutal. And I'm a Chris Jones soldier, and it's like watching how it unfolded was painful, man.
His win percentage in those last 41 was 19.5.
And now he didn't have, the complete talent around him, but some of that's his fault. He was GM
too.
And it's funny that you bring that up because it's full circle. All of this coach's salary cap is his fault to begin with, because when he was in Saskatchewan, he had like 1 million coaches on the roster. It was madness.
Yeah.
So the league had to step in. So it was his fault, his staff, that was resulting in this penalty essentially. So it's crazy. It's sad, actually.
Yeah.
Knowing the guy and just seeing how it unfolds. He offered me a D-line job, man, and I was like, Coach, I can't. I don't want to be a part of this. Like I said, I didn't say that, but I was like, Coach, I can't do it. I'm too happy in life. It's tough.
It's funny because with Chris, I'm trying to look at it just through a head coaching lens. Obviously, you have to factor in the fact he was GM as well. But if I'm just looking at it, through the lens of him being a coach, like 8-33, there aren't a lot of coaches who get a 44-game window where you go 8-33, like a 19.5 winning percentage. But the other side of the coin, it's like, that's the last Grey Cup, and you were the second last coach to make the playoffs. Like now, you also missed the playoffs a lot.
A lot of the people that were in his corner, what he did this second go around, I think he lost a lot of favor.
No, I agree. I couldn't agree more, and that's why, like, I kind of also come out in the C minus range, and it. Like C minus already isn't a great grade. C's get degrees. It'd probably be lower if it wasn't for that Grey Cup. Like in his entire tenure, 34 and 43, which isn't terrible. But like that gap, that's 7
Where
year
did you
gap
come
or
out
whatever
with
it was.
Killam?
A-.
So you're gonna put Killam after 1 year of head coaching ahead of a coach who has won the Grey Cup?
Just well, I mean that
That's
had
where the argument comes into play.
yeah, I mean you got 77 games worth of
Killam's a
sample.
500 coach. What were they this past year?
7 and 11.
7 and 11.
Yeah, I mean you got 77 games worth of sample size versus 18. Like let's see where Killam's at if he gets to 77 games is a lot. Let's see where he's at when he gets there. But I think my thing is like, and again, this is I don't want to say it's biased, but I think there is kind of a degree of being down there and just seeing everything. And I think like let's be fair, we know the organization pretty well. Like we're not looking at this through a lens of, and with all respect to a 3-down nation or a TSN, like we're a little bit more involved. I think I don't that's maybe
Our
harsh
feet
to
are in the
them.
sand.
Yeah, that may be
there's
harsh
no
to them. Like they do a great job. They know a lot.
Buddy, I sit on the board of directors for the Alumni
Yeah.
Association.
Right, exactly.
We're pretty involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Pretty
saying.
close. We're pretty
And just
close.
like knowing that, seeing all that, I think you really see the upward trajectory. And even if they get credit for the upward trajectory, I think people don't always even see it as clearly as we maybe do.
Mhm.
And so that's the reason that I'm so bullish.
Yep.
Now he did yell at me after practice once, so I can bump him down to a B+.
Makes you a
But-
team. Makes
yeah.
you a player, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like we'll see what happens after 77 games of sample size. Like maybe he's got his Grey Cup as well there. Maybe they go 15-3 this season and win the Grey Cup. And we're like, we predicted this correctly. Kind of like when the NBA in '96 put Shaq on the top 50 players of all time, even though they'd only played for 4 years. It's like we saw the writing on the wall. We knew it was going to happen here. Next one, Jamie Elizondo, the one season, the COVID season, shortened season, 14 games. Do you guys remember what his record was?
I want to say, did he have
He was there
5
for the.
wins? Or 2? I want 5 or 2.
3. 3 and 11, 21% winning percentage, just that one season there. Really, I'll before I let you guys dive into this one, I'll give Jamie Elizondo this credit. Really, really easy season to forget. Like it was the COVID year. It was weird. It was Milanovic was supposed to be the coach in 2020. Elizondo was the coach in 2021. I don't know what the intricacies were surrounding getting him there. It was like, listen, it wasn't great. You were 3 and 11. You got fired after, but it was a weird kind of, you were up against it a little bit season.
Yeah, that was a weird time. That was right when I got fired from Ched, that 21 season. Coming out of Milanovic, yeah, like Jamie Elizondo kind of got placed into the role because there was no one else available, really. And that's a good way to describe it, Deck. It was a whole weird situation. Man, there's no grade to put on that even.
Really?
F, like the failure of a season. 3 and 11.
Where do you come out, Rick?
Yeah, I don't know how you go anything other than an F. I get there are definitely some elements to that season that are maybe out of his control, but at the end of the day, you're the captain of the ship, and that's what you are.
Brock, like, that was he was in bed with Brock, and it was just ugly, man. It was ugly.
That 2021 season was, I mean,
they had talent. There was still talent kicking around.
Like I'm looking through the policies of like the stadium capacity and stuff. Like Edmonton was at full capacity with proof of vax, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, Calgary as well. BC capped at 12,500, Hamilton 75% capacity. Montreal capped
All I
at
remember
15.
from that season is 3 games in 10 days to end the year.
And these, just hearing these regulations, wow.
Yeah.
That's gross to think about that, how we went by that.
All right, let's jump into the next one. Jason Moss, 72 game span, 39 and 33 for a 54% winning percentage, 3 and 3 in the playoffs, 6 games. He actually has the most games coached in the playoffs as an Elks head coach since Tom Higgins.
That's tough to even remember now.
It's a B plus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just based on what you said there. That's
He had some good
B.
years. He had some years where he had big passing numbers with Michael Riley.
They got bummed out at him because he was all yelly too, right?
Yeah, that would have been in 16, his first year. That was my last year here.
Yeah.
So that was Moss's first year as a head coach, and he was very immature, I guess, hot-headed, irrational on the sideline. He'd lose his cool so fast over the littlest things.
Yeah.
And it's like, coach, you can't be doing that. It was just such a bad look. You got guys on the bench that are just looking at you like,
You're not going to last. You keep doing this.
but he figured it out. He figured it out.
Good for him.
Man, he BS'd me that year. I still have a gripe with him. I saw him at the coach's dinner, but obviously I didn't bring it up. He was with his wife.
Right.
But he had this special award for players on the team that played all 18 games. And there's only 5 of us that year. And I was one of them, of course. That was something I prided myself on. And he never ended up giving me anything.
No?
Yeah. Like no club or anything. Like he said he had a gift for us at the end of the year.
And nobody got anything. You gotta dip into the other guys. If they got something, then you got really short shafted.
Because that was something he always spoke about in team meetings, how he prided the guys who stayed healthy and stuff. Yeah, never got that.
No way.
I think about it from time to time.
We'll send him.
Just chinsed me.
We'll send him this clip.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll send him this clip.
About it time to time, but I give him a B+. He had a good tenure.
So that's I believe that's your highest grade so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He finished well. Like he had some good strong years. 18 and I want to say 19 with Michael Riley. No, Michael Riley's in BC. Then he had Trev.
I'll check.
But I know he had some big passing number seasons with the quarterback. I know 18. Michael Riley had a big season.
Just based on those numbers you said there, Declan, I got to give him like a B.
B.
It's tough to remember to go back that far now, though.
All 3 seasons with Jason Moss, Mike Riley killed it. 5,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, 5,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 5,500 yards, 30 touchdowns.
So Moss was in the middle of Jones's stints?
Yes.
All right.
Well, Elizondo as well, but
yeah.
Moss was right after Jones. So we won the Grey Cup 15, and then Jones scrambles. Like what coach wins the Grey Cup and then just leaves like that?
Is that when he went to the NFL?
Sass. They gave him the keys to the house.
Yeah,
that's
got
right.
A bag, I'm sure.
$750.
Yeah.
Head coach, GM, DC. And that's when it all went down because honestly, fellas, I saw it. I was one of the few guys who saw it here. And then I went and played for him as a deep vet in the league. And I could tell over there. Too much roles, too much jobs. Yeah. When it's too much going on, man.
I was just gonna say, if you're GM, head coach in DC in Madden, you're overwhelmed. Like, let alone a professional sports
honestly
team.
So it's not even worth the money. So when he was here, Ed Hervey was the GM, and this is what we all talk about as players in the room. He had a leash on Chris Jones, right? Chris wasn't in charge of personnel like that. Ed was the ultimate say-so, but Chris was the coach and the D coordinator. And our team meetings and our D meetings were super tight-knit, super attention to detail, and like really had to be focused. When I get to Sask, man, he's like in and out of meetings, popping his head here, there, scrambling around, and you could just see the attention to detail really started to slip. And that's the demise of it all. And he came here too, had all those roles, and you can bitch and moan about him having these roles. He's the one who created that because as we talked about all the coaches that he had in SAS that first go around. But then in the same breath, fellas, it is helpful to a club if you have someone capable and comprehensive enough to do these 3 roles because it does save some salary. You can trim salary if you have one guy doing GM, head coach, and a coordinator. You're not paying 3 guys premium money.
And all those guys are on the
saving.
All those guys then are on the same track of thought too. Then right, they're on the same. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
Exactly. So, but you need to find a special individual. Like there's not many in the league around that can do that. Too many jobs.
All right, last one. Kavis Reed.
2013. What were we? 5-13 that year?
Let me check.
I think we were 5-13.
Another down year, eh?
Oh, it was tough. 13,
yeah.
And then Jones came in 14, and we got real good for 14-15.
In 2013, under Kavis Reed, his last season, the Edmonton Eskimos at the time with Eddie Steele were 4-14.
4-14. 5-13. Yeah, I remember the thing about that season is we lost 5 games by 5 points or less. Like we had a lot of tight ones that we were on the losing end of.
Do you remember the 4 wins?
I was a part of one of them, and that would have been against Toronto late in the season. Toronto at Edmonton.
No.
We lost that one?
Yeah, the last game you guys had against Toronto was week 14. You guys lost 34-22.
in Edmonton.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys,
I
so
had a good game that game though. I remember sacked that game.
you got last game of the season, you guys beat Saskatchewan 30-26. You beat Winnipeg in overtime 35-27. You beat Winnipeg the week before that as well, 25-7. And you got a win in week 2 against Hamilton 30-20.
In Hamilton. I was on for that one.
Yeah, in Hamilton.
Yeah. We actually
And that Toronto game, sorry, that was in Edmonton.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Caleros played that game. I
Yeah.
remember.
Good year.
Because I only played in 13. I was coming off an injury, and I only played in a few games. I played that second game against Hamilton. Then I sat, and I didn't play until like the last 5 games of the year. And I finished strong, really strong.
Mm.
Yeah. We had a packed D-line room.
So what do you give Cavis as a letter grade?
Ah, man. D.
Really?
Yeah. We had some tight ones, though. Like I said, we lost 5 games by 5 or less. So
Oh, yeah.
tight. Am I wrong on that too?
No, I'm looking at it. Yeah, you guys, I mean, you had 5 in a row, actually, that was 5 or less. You lost to Montreal by 5, lost to Hamilton by 1, lost to Toronto by 3, lost to Saskatchewan by 3, lost to Calgary by 3.
Like we were playing.
Yeah.
Like I remember that. Like we had
then,
a very competitive team, but just couldn't come out.
Yeah, another one in there. We lost to Saskatchewan by 5 as well.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden that's a 9-9 team. That's
Totally.
one possession. So
Yeah.
one possession in the game. Rick, what kind of letter grade do you give him here?
That wasn't a great year, obviously. We'll give him a D.
All right. So now, if you guys had to rank these 1 through 5, or 5 through 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's man. I want to hear your ranking.
Mine?
You will wait, but I'm gonna go Moss, Chris Jones, Killam, Cavis, Elizondo.
Rick?
I'm going Jones because he obviously won.
Yeah.
We're going Jones, Moss, Killam, Cavis, Elizondo.
God, like that. I feel you. I feel bad for not putting Chris up there just because he won, but
Yeah.
does that great? It does. Flags fly forever.
See, this is my
Chris
thing.
has to be number 1.
Because I gave Killam a higher grade than I gave Chris Jones.
Yeah.
But now that I have to rank them 1 through 5,
You'll put Chris.
I think I have to put Chris.
Flags fly forever. And if you
Yeah.
look up on anywhere around the stadium where there's logoing, 2015, that's the last one. That's the last one.
It's crazy because like that's obviously so true. Banners hang forever. That ring,
Yeah.
it'll
That's
be
what
on
you
your
play
finger
for, man.
It's what you play for.
You don't play you don't remember anything else but
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, 100%. So like I got to
It's
put him
almost like
on.
you forget the bad
But
because
I'm-
he did bring that.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's what the point I was going to work around to is like, that's everything we just said is true. There was a 41 game stretch over 3 years where he went 8-33. That is insanely horrible. They would kick you off your son's soccer coaching staff if that happened.
But it wasn't all Chris. Think of
I
the
agree.
stuff that was going on with the presidents too,
Yep.
with Chris Presson and Victor Quee. There was some shady business happening, man. Janky stuff
Yep.
going on behind the scenes, and then the sale of the team. So like, it wasn't just all Chris in the water.
Yeah, no,
There's a lot of
fair.
blood here. There's a lot of blood.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Chris, let's get to the last 5 GMs. Let's do this one. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ed. And now this is over
number
2 stints.
Number 1. Are we going
We're-
letter grade?
Yeah.
2 stints. Oh,
He's got his 13 to 16 in there, and then obviously 25 to now.
A minus.
I like that. I was thinking the same thing.
A lot of talent. If you think back to it, like the Zylstras, the Darrell Walkers, the special gems that he found.
That's what I was thinking.
Signing a guy like me, like coming off of tearing your knee up, taking a shot on me, stuff like that. Like that's risky biz, man.
Yeah,
It really is.
I was thinking because like it is. You kind of sometimes I think in the CFL forget which GMs got which players and which like small intricate little moves were made because there's a lot of turnover and sometimes it just gets but when you do kind of go back and dive into the moves, you're like, yeah, that was good and we nailed it.
Yeah. Getting Mike here from BC, Michael Riley.
That was a big play.
Michael Riley was a 3rd string. Nobody thought that he would pop the way he popped.
Yep.
So Ed has a lot of good, and then what he's done here recently too. He's gonna dig into that.
All right. What about G-Roy?
Ah,
Really short sample size, but
that was tough.
it was bad.
He was married at the hip with Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, man. C minus.
Rick?
I'm going D plus for G-Roy. A lot of it was it was a bad, like, I'm sorry, but no one was going to do well at that
love
point.
for G-Roy.
I got
He's a
love for-
dude player.
Saskatchewan
all-time best,
legend. People talk about him as a BC legend. How about a Sask legend? But when you do kind of take the rose-colored
man.
glasses off, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
Jones
As
as
a
a
GM.
GM, and he was not a GM in the first time, right? He was just a
Who
coach.
did he, any special talent that he acquired? Nick Anderson? Is it
22 to
Nick Jones guy?
24.
Niles Morgan?
Trey Ford draft, Niles, Nick, Joel.
Joel?
Would have been his last #1 overall pick.
Any offensive talent? Rank? You got Rank here. But
Yeah, but he didn't-
cut Rank.
yeah, he
almost.
cut
had
Rank,
and slot
yeah.
back, but he did bring Rank up. But that's about.
I have him at a D.
Yeah, man.
Because
It was
like-
just so bad.
Man, as a GM, he's F. Maybe just because of the names that we discussed, a D minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brock.
Whoa.
2017 to 2021.
Whoa.
F.
Long sample size.
F.
Larger sample size, I should say.
Whoa.
F.
Whoa.
I'll say it again. F. Say it.
I don't know. Like incomplete.
He like his record.
Man, F, 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 F.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's
Expelled.
Yeah.
Expelled.
listen over.
I wish he
four-
was.
I'm not here to carry water for Brock like that. He was the worst, I think. Although we'll bring up the next name, pretty infamous trade here in a sec.
Oh no.
32 and 36 in 4 years. That's not. It could be.
No, he inherited all that though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that
He
for that
inherited
27.
everything.
Mike Riley with
Yeah, he inherited the whole team.
Yeah.
And then it
Um,
all unraveled at his fingertips.
All right, so you're expelling him and you're
Oof.
giving him an F,
Yeah.
but you're letting him come back to class.
This is the end. This
In
is
school
this is the final mark. There is no more class.
Yeah, man. This is school's out for the
Summer school.
Yeah, not here.
F.
The UFL starts.
It was bad.
All right, how about this? Last GM on the list here, Eric Tillman.
Oh, pervy.
Yep.
Yeah, he
For anyone who doesn't remember,
traded him.
Yeah, say the trade.
Ricky
Traded
Ray
him.
to the Toronto Argonauts. You guys
Do you
remember what
know-
it was for?
Yeah, my boy is one of them, Grant Shaw.
Grant Shaw.
punter.
Yep.
Steven Giles.
Steven
the
Giles.
left-handed quarterback
And then
who
a pick.
never started anywhere but played on everyone's
First.
team.
It was a first round pick.
First round pick.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, Giles struggled. I liked Steven Giles. He was cool.
He
Had
didn't
some
start
swag to him.
anywhere.
He had a
And
little time in Winnipeg, but yeah.
yeah, no, he was
Oh.
just a cool, swaggy CFL guy. And then yeah, obviously 100th Grey Cup win for the Argos there with Ricky Ray. So not great, but
Yeah, Ricky Ray, what a career, man. 2 Grey Cups with this org, 2 with that org. 20,000 passing yards with each org, too. Isn't that insane?
yeah, insane. No, crazy.
It is crazy.
One of the best to ever do it.
And had like just the whole Frito Ray part of it, and then going up for the
initially
Jets,
when
and,
he first was here, the Frito Ray.
and going up to the Jets, and then coming back down here because he
Yeah.
didn't want to just stand there and hold a clipboard.
And then the relationship with him and Moss. You know, they had 2, 1A and a 1B, and
They did.
they coexisted.
Like Ricky wasn't having a game, put Moss out there, and all of a sudden you win that game. And they did that in the playoffs too. I think they may have
Exactly.
done it the game before the Grey Cup.
Yeah. Moss came in.
Yeah.
Balled out.
It was a great one too.
All right.
Tillman's a D.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna letter grade.
Yeah, D.
All right, so rank them 1 to 5. When you kind of look at it here, we're not dealing with.
Not a
Yeah, this
We're not, these aren't glowing
Ed's
reviews.
easily
This is
one.
looking
Ed
like
is-
this
Ed
is looking
is-
like Eddie's report card. Like,
Ah,
it's
whoa.
Where'd he get the A from?
His Ed brings it up. Yeah, obviously Ed won, and the kind of everybody else. It's kind
I'll
of
go-
unfolds,
Ed,
and then Brock
G.
Ray at the
Roy.
bottom.
Jones, Tillman, and then Brock is.
See, the thing about G. Roy and Jones, they're 2 peas in a pod. Like they're the exact same.
Yeah, they're just. I have to rank them. Therefore, yeah, they're somewhere in the middle. They're on the same shelf with Tillman probably, and then Brock. We lost the entire culture of the organization under him.
Yeah.
Done. I never want to speak of him again.
Brock way down the list, then Tillman, then at the 3 slot, G-Roy, Chris, then Ed. I guess.
Yeah, and Ed is lapping them.
Yeah. All right. I can roll with that. Let's do quarterbacks. Last one I have prepared here. So I went with starting quarterbacks who started at least 10 games. So Jared Dagey, Nick Arbuckle, not quite making the list, but it's going to be the names you guys know. So most recent one, obviously, we got Cody.
Cody gets a B.
B minus.
B minus seems really fair. Like, we sit here and we champion Cody, and I think rightfully so. But there is also a degree of like, 6 and 7, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Like,
Degree of Cody.
Yep. Yeah. You get what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I like that. Like, I'm happy with a B. I'd even bump it up to a B plus. But yeah, I think that's fair. MBT.
C plus.
Yeah.
Even that seems generous to me.
I was gonna go with C for him.
Yeah, C's right. Yeah, C.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can roll with that. Maybe even a C minus. Maybe it's because I can't get that interception he threw to Terrell Ford this season out of my head.
Wasn't he the one who had 3 tries from the goal line against Saskatchewan? And I think
so.
Maybe the first game of the year.
Yeah. I don't know who.
And I think they ran the same play like all 3 times.
That wasn't good.
Trey.
Oh man. Yeah.
Trey's a C minus.
C minus.
Yeah.
The promise you wish.
Yeah. Taylor Cornelius.
Don't let Gregor see this. Cornelius. Again, I talk about Madden. I love me a big 6'7" cannon arm that's mobile, but
absolutely. Oklahoma State
D,
legend.
D.
Yeah, he didn't do much, man. I don't know how
he didn't do much.
I know.
Overall, he didn't do much.
I want to check his record
good.
as a starter.
Ooh, it was bad.
Yeah,
it's part of that 8-33 Chris Jones.
I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was quite this bad.
Like 3 wins,
4 wins,
and all the losses,
23 losses.
Yeah, Chris gave him a long leash.
Yeah, he did, man. Now you could run him in a little bit. 16 rushing touchdowns across 3 seasons. Do you guys know what his combined TD interception ratio was?
7 touchdowns
across 3 years.
Gotta have more than that.
Bump that up a little bit.
14 and 26.
Not a bad guess.
Yeah, it's probably like 16 to 30.
25 and 31. 25 and 31. His best season, the 2022 season, started 12 games, went 3-9, 2,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, 9 picks. His career completion percentage was 57.9.
Tough.
Not great.
Tough.
You got to be at least 60.
He had all the physical tools, man.
Yeah, he did.
Madden freak.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you talk about the dimensions here. I just want to get it right. Yeah, listed at 6'5", 230, out of Bushland, Texas. Like, exactly what you want. And last one, Trevor Harris. There were some years where this franchise would be yearning for Trevor Harris.
I'll give him a C minus. That was disappointing, man. He had promise. We had honestly really good wide receivers when he got here too.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even get like really a glimpse of what I thought we were getting. And then to make matters worse, he leaves and finds that game again. So it's just like, I am that player. I'm not gonna do it for you. I am that player still. So
yeah, I don't know. My thing is like, listen, we sat here and gave Cody a B plus for like a 6 and 7 season with 14 and 7, whatever it was. In 2019, Trevor Harris played 13 games as well, also went 6 and 7, 4,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, 6 picks, 6 rushing touchdowns. Season after that, only a 6-game sample size, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Not great, but like, you know, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I give it a B minus. Whatever Cody has, I'd give Trev.
Okay,
B
so
minus.
now the fun part. Let's rank them 1 through 5.
Yeah,
I got Cody, I got Trevor, Trey, MBT, Cornelius.
Yeah, I think that's probably You might flip MBT and Trey. I might. Actually, I don't know if I can do that.
No, MBT's ahead of Trey.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you had Trey at 3?
I do.
Yeah, I'd put MBT at 3. And
There is something to be said for how disappointing it was with Trey.
It
Like, we didn't
almost-
care almost with MBT. We were just like, can you do something? With Trey, it's like, you have to do something. And he didn't,
yeah,
which is tough.
It was tough, man. It didn't work out. Clearly, it didn't work out, but the writing was on the wall.
Yep.
A lot of the pundits and media said it would work out. A lot of the football guys that I spoke to also thought and said the exact same things that I said.
Yeah. It really was a case of like people wanted to speak it into existence, but I think the writing was always kind of on the wall. Like
in the Canadian, the passport, right? It's a feel good story.
first round pick. Like, yeah.
The track speed is undeniable.
He would be very exciting to have as your quarterback.
The track
If he
speed
was-
is undeniable.
Yeah.
But if he was a quarterback,
Yeah.
Dude, and I still say this, like, not to just keep kicking this guy while he's down. And you know what? He's part of another organization. Tough to be behind Bo Levi, but obviously I wish him success. You wish any player success, like, of course.
Tyrell's
But-
bro.
Yeah, but again, man, like that, his touch on passes.
It was he would. Miss
I lowered
some
my
balls.
voice like I was trying to whisper. I don't know. People are gonna listen anyway.
Bro, he'd miss some balls. And again, the exciting plays were there, fellas. Like the
You'd-
highlights were there.
You'd think you were watching Canadian Lamar Jackson,
We get 3 or 4 of those a game,
and it was awesome.
but then you get a drop back on 2nd and 8 and airmailed over the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what you need.
So I think my thing to put in context for people is like the game before the game he got benched, he had a perfect passer rating. So, like, do you know how bad everything else has to be for that to be the game before the game you got benched? You know what I mean? Like that, just to kind of put it into context.
But that perfect passer rating was 18 of 21, I want to say, for like 250, 240.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you weren't opening up the field.
158.3 is 158.
I feel you. But
I know what
it's
you're
not
saying,
like it was
like
for 380.
Yeah.
There's a difference
No,
there,
I know.
You know?
And again, like he had the best head on his shoulders. He knew, like, he always accountable. And like not like quarterback comes to the podium accountable. Like actually, like he would talk to him and he would be like, "Yes, I did this wrong." Like he had a great head on his shoulders. So I always feel
good insight, Jack.
yeah.
Good insight.
So I always feel bad, but is what it is. That was what I had for that little top 5 breakdown. That was fun. I like doing that.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
We'll do D tackles next time.
Yeah, you want to do them off the top of your head. There was something I wanted to talk about, just kind of league-wide news. I thought this was an interesting article that came out of 3 Down Nation, and you could, speak to this well, surely. Tavon Campbell says he felt more politics being a Canadian being a Canadian in the CFL compared to the NFL. And his quote was, "I feel like I faced more politics in the CFL being a Canadian corner in my early years and corners not really being a Canadian spot." Probably true. American coaches would bring in their American guys and want their Americans to start. I feel like it didn't really have much to do with ability at sometimes, but it had more to do with nationality. So my thing is, like, when I hear all this, I get where he's coming from. I do think corner is certainly more of an American spot, but I kind of take it back to a conversation we just had. Like, I think teams and coaches are way more willing to play spotlight Canadian players than they are just any American. Now he makes the point, like, yeah, maybe American coaches do want to bring in their American guys and play them, but
I just got to pause on the comment about corner being an American spot. My whole existence, field side corner, is where you stuck your, I hate to say it, your worst Canadian, so you could hide them on an island out there on the field. So I know things have changed now. The hashes are tighter, where it's not so wide.
And field corners now super valuable.
Yeah.
That they can erase a large side of the field.
Yeah, it's true, but that's interesting because that's where you would stick the token.
Yeah. And that's how it was forever.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a Canadian corner just like waving into the stand.
And that's what I played with TC, and he was a field corner.
Yeah.
I played with him. I think he still is a field corner.
Yeah. Well, he's so fast.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. I love his game.
Yeah, there is a lot of politics. I do get the argument or the comment, I guess.
Mhm.
I do understand it. There's having the ratio, it's a positive thing for sure, but it creates some divide within the locker room,
Yeah.
especially with some Americans who aren't ingrained in the Canadian culture and they're just up here for ball and they don't understand it and things like that. They don't understand just why it's even there. You sport all that. They don't get all the mechanisms behind it. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. It's like, no, I'm not just playing because I'm a Canadian. I'm not just starting because I'm a Canadian, you know?
Well, it is also funny because I think of like, you can make the argument like a lot of the positions are really different. Like obviously being a slot receiver, you know, the yard off the line, things like that. But corner, like I really do feel like if you're an American corner, you play cover 3 all the time, and you just eliminate a third of the field because it's so like. So I feel like for an American to come in, like how different it is with obviously if you're playing like half with the waggle, like obviously with the hashes,
Motions.
like it would feel very different. So I'd be surprised if you have a good like elite Canadian corner that Americans still get the benefit of the doubt just because of how different I kind of feel like the position is. Like obviously I understand it's probably the most athletic position. It's probably the toughest to play outside of quarterback, and you have such a large talent pool with the Americans you bring in. But like I said, like the rule set being so different, it feels to me like Canadian corners who pop or Canadian halves who pop are given that benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's kind of where my mind goes on it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting thoughts.
Shout out to Von Campbell though.
No doubt.
He's dope. That was kind of all I had prepared. So is there anything you guys want to? Oh no, what am I talking about? Elks ad Rick Campbell.
Yeah.
Completely missed that one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Can't be skipping that one.
In an advisor role.
Yeah.
I wonder
coaching analyst.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. For some reason, we've lost our camera. So this last 30 seconds have been just podcasts. So I suggest we keep that for Monday.
Okay.
All right. We can keep that for Monday. Tune in Monday.
Right.
Tune in Monday. We're
exactly
going
what
to
happened with our camera here, but we have some
tea?
technical difficulties here, but the podcast still rolling, but the video here has decided to shut it down for us.
All right. Well, in that case, let's wrap it up. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Appreciate anyone for listening. Love you guys.